Evening, folks. Um, just a quick one to set the record straight about my feelings on the gangs of London. Um, I think my feelings are pretty well known on this. I love gangster films. I absolutely love them. From the first time I saw Jimmy Cagney in Angels with Dirty Faces, Edward G. Robinson in Scarface, Michael Caine in Get Carter, Bob Hoskins and Helen Mirren in The Long Good Friday. Anything to do with Scorsese, sort of Casino, Goodfellas, Mean Streets, The Godfather, all absolutely brilliant. Rise of the Foot Soldier, superb. Grim, harrowing, but superb. Gangs of London, oh my god. uh, I only made it barely through the first episode. This was a discussion I pretty much started last night because one of my friends on Facebook, Simon, started watching it, and I was basically telling him that the story that I couldn't. Well, I just about made it through the first episode. The violence in most gangster films is bearable. Um, Scarface was the Al Pacino one. That was pretty violent for its day. It's 35 years old now, so it probably looks a little bit dated. Same as The Long Good Friday, Get Carter. Even Rise of the Foot Soldier was bearable. The most frightening part, as I said to somebody this morning, of that, or the most horrible part, was finding out that these people were actually based on actual folks. That was the scariest part for me, because they really are not very nice people, to put it mildly. But the Gangs of London took it to a whole other level. I was looking forward to it. I remember seeing the trailers to it, the previews of it, and thinking, wow, that looks amazing. And I started watching it, and within 5 minutes, I was doing this and I was doing this. Oh, it was an hour and 10 minutes of sheer horribleness. I've not seen those levels of violence in anything. I felt pretty much traumatized by the end of that, and I swore I would never watch it again. Which is a shame, because from the episode, if you tone the violence down a little bit, which probably defeats the object for a lot of people that are watching it, but to me, if you'd have toned it down just a little bit, I'd have stuck with it, because it was the kind of thing that I love. It was brilliantly acted. It gave the most brilliant feel of gangland London. It was superb. I just personally could not abide the levels of violence that was in that first one. And I've just read on Facebook, Simon, that you're on episode 6 and you're struggling, mate. Last night, believe it or not, I was actually thinking of giving it another go. I thought, should I try and struggle through that first episode again, just to reacquaint myself with the basic story, and then see how it all winds up. And then I read that post of yours and thought, well, what's the point? Because I'm not going to get past episode 6, involving the torture of a waitress. I can't do torture. I just cannot do it. So anybody that's thinking of recommending me to take a look at movies like Hostel, stuff like that, you got no hope. I have actually seen Hostel. I got about what I thought was a fair way from the end, and I had to give up on it. And I mentioned to somebody a few days later that the point at which I got to, and they said, "You bloody idiot! You're only about 10 minutes from the end." So I got him to tell me how it finished, and it was no real surprise. But I can't do torture at all. I can't. So maybe at some point I'll perhaps give it a go. But as soon as I see that scene coming, I will be fast forwarding or muting it and going and making a cuppa or something. So don't misunderstand me. I love gangster films. I absolutely adore them. But Gangs of London was a completely different beast, and it's such a shame, because the basic story of it I was enjoying. It actually ran certain parallels with Get Carter, which was to do with avenging the murder of a relative, and it was kind of along those lines, if I remember right. But maybe one day I will feel brave enough. I will wait to see how Simon does with the rest of it, if indeed he makes it through episode 6, which, if he's anything like me, I would give up at that point, but we shall see. So it was just a quick one, just to set the record straight about me and gangster movies. I do love them. I'm just not a massive fan of that level of violence. And if you've seen it, you will know what I mean. And I'm sure a lot of people who watch it, and I know because I've read reviews and I've read opinions on it, most people do tend to enjoy it. But I'm afraid it didn't do an awful lot for me. If I'm having to spend the most of the film watching it like that or like that, what is the point? But we'll see. Maybe I'll feel brave enough one day. So that's it for today. It's just a quickie. I will talk to you all again soon. I'm just about to publish a review of Kess, which I did a video review of this morning on the website. So if you get a chance, just I'd appreciate it if you could just pop over, have a quick read, and just I put a star system on there now that you can. I don't know whether it's to rate the film or the review. I don't know, but if you could just do that, and just have a read and maybe pop a little comment underneath, that'd be superb. And also, if you like this video, which is just really a quick update, just pop a thumbs up. That would be appreciated, and also subscribe if you can. So I'll talk to you all later. Enjoy your Saturday night. I will be watching tonight. It won't be movies actually. There's something on Sky Documentaries, or is it Sky Arts, called Blitzed, which is a documentary about the Blitz kids in the 80s. Steve Strange and all the New Romantics, which I'm looking forward to watching. I remember that era very well. I would have been about late teens, early 20s when that was around, and I loved all that. So I'm going to be having a watch of that. I've also got a couple of movies lined up if I can stay awake long enough to watch them. One called Run, which I believe is on Prime. I think Lee Barber recommended that one to me. And also Dark Waters, which Jason Parry was raving about this morning. He got Caroline Kay whipped up into a frenzy over it, and I've watched the trailer and thought, yes, that looks good. So I hope I get a chance to watch that. But me being me, I don't exactly live life in the fast lane nowadays. Usually by 9 or 10 o'clock, I'm falling asleep. But we'll see how we go. We've got a pizza due at 8 o'clock. Watch the Blitz Kids, and then we'll see how we go. So enjoy your Saturday night, folks, and I will talk to you all again soon. Thanks for joining me, and as I say, if you've enjoyed the video, just thumbs up it for me. That'd really be appreciated. Talk to you all again soon. See ya.